up, you guys? It's me. It's Jahh, Gorgeous, Jahh, and today we're back for another video. So I'm making this video as a little DIY. You know, I'm the queen of DIY, or at least I try to be. But I'm in a sticky situation, like almost literally and figuratively. Please excuse me if I'm looking directly into the camera and if I'm looking like straight at myself. Because as you can see, my eyelashes are literally disappearing off my face, and I'm in a dilemma because I'm getting ready to go out and I don't have the time to like go get them removed from the person who did my lashes. So this video is going to be how to remove your lash extensions at home. So I have a few handy dandy materials. I have literally like 4 things that I'm going to be using in this video, but I just want you guys to see like what my lashes are looking like now. Literally, like, oh my god, these joints are crying for dear life. I can't walk out here in these streets like this. So we're gonna deal with that, and I'm gonna show all the things that I'll be using. So I have my little handy dandy Vaseline. I have my clean spoolie that I'm gonna be using. I have my little cotton rounds that I'm gonna be using as well. And I also have this, what do you call it? I never knew how to pronounce this word, but it's the micellar water, or like little makeup remover water. I'm gonna use that at the very, very end. But for right now, I'm gonna start with the Vaseline process. And before we get started in any of this, y'all, please do not try this at home. And please do not believe everything you see on YouTube when they tell you that you can do it yourself. I am a prime example. If you wish to continue to see how this turned out, please keep watching. But I'm just letting you know now, the things that are included in this video and this next segment where I'm explaining everything is literally something that I saw on YouTube. I watched like 10 videos of this working for other people. So honestly, I'm not really sure why it didn't work for me, but I just wanted to be known that like, just because you see something work for somebody else does not mean that it will work for you. But in my defense, like I said, this was a very, very, very last minute situation. And I was desperate for these things to come off because I had a professional meeting to go to. So I had to do what I had to do. And just keep watching to see how it turned out. That's all I'll say. Please make sure that all of the utensils that you're using are clean. But yeah, I'm going to basically massage like the Vaseline into the baseline of where my eyelashes are for the extensions, so that it can kind of like loosen up the extensions, and I'm gonna let that sit for some time. Now, what I will say before I even get started, because this video isn't going to take me very long, what I will say is that this is the first time that I'm ever doing this. I've had these lashes, or like just been getting lash extensions, I think for about like 3 or 4 months now. Basically, throughout the summer, I was getting my lash extensions, right? And I will say, like, based off of my experience, it's something that I'll probably do again. But I think that because I'm so used to just like maneuvering around my face, touching my face, just literally going like doing stuff like that, it was a lot of getting used to. And even with doing that, I still feel like, I don't know if it's just the personal like lash tech that I was going to, or if this is like a common thing with everybody. But one thing that I will say that kind of was like freaking me out and took some getting used to was the fact that like at any given moment a lash could fall off and kind of like be in my eye. And I didn't really like that very much because it was like blinding. And then there was experiences where I would like go and try to like be normal. Like these were my regular eyelashes. Like I went to Dorney Park in my last vlog or whatever. And when we were at Dorney Park, I actually lost my glasses and I got like lost in the water. But it was so scary because I was just like literally burning. I was literally burning because the lash glue that is used for the lash extensions was like wet in my eye too. And I was like, thankfully I didn't have on contacts because that would have been very dramatic. And then the last but not least, the contacts is also another reason why I kind of like don't know how I feel about the lash extensions, because the process of actually getting the lash extensions, applied, that was very scary for me. And being that I wear contacts frequently, I don't know if lash extensions would be something that I would want to do often, because like, I don't know, it's like a give or take. When I get the lash extensions put on, I can obviously wear my glasses, but just to have to go in and out of my eye with the contacts and the lash extensions, I just feel like that's too much. Just because they could fall off at any time, and these aren't my natural lashes. So I feel like if I'm gonna have the lash extensions on, I would rather, you know, not wear contacts. Individual lash extensions at least. But that's just me. Maybe it just takes me getting some used to. But I just wanted to give that little rant or like ramble of my review. I would say overall my experience was probably like a 6 out of 10. Would I do it again? Maybe. Maybe I just probably would go to like a different person or something, but not for a while. I miss like the freedom of my eyes. So I'm just gonna walk you through the process. I'm winging this. Like I said, this is the first time that I've done this, but I've seen other people use these same steps. Okay, so just walk with me through this process, and hopefully this works out. And if not, at least we have experienced it together, and we can figure out what we're gonna do from there. Okay, so you guys know that this is a real-time experience. Let me get the mirror. I'm scared now. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm doing the top first. This is plain Vaseline too. I ain't want nothing with no fragrance in it. Basically, I think I am gonna use the other side so I can move it down. So I could get it on the lash itself, you know? You see what I'm doing there? It's adding like a little oil. But I'm like moisturizing my lashes. So this is so funny. So basically, I'm gonna let this sit for like 20 minutes. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna see if that loosened the lashes up. But in the meantime, I just want to get these as soaked as possible so they come off as smoothly as possible. So I'm gonna go make some tea and a snack, and I'll be back. is so funny. I think it's already working, son. Look at that. I'm shouting. Okay, hopefully that one is like the first testament of it working in 20 minutes. But low key, we're gonna see. I just really want them off, as you can tell, like off my face. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit for 20 minutes and then I'll come back and I'll catch you guys up with the process. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes and counting.
We'll be back. No, for real. Have you ever had a moment where you just did some caca and you had to just pause and question all your life choices? I feel like that's what I was going through in this very moment. I was very confused. I thought that I was doing something. I thought that I was going to be making an entirely different YouTube video. But I literally was at a loss for words at this point, and I just had to step away. But I wanted to include all of this in just this video in general because this is real life. And honestly, I really thought this video was going to go a different way. So I just said, let's just post it just because if you follow me on Instagram, a lot of people were just asking me about the experience. So yeah, I was really contemplating my life choices in this moment. Because at this point, I'm confused. I want to see something. Y'all, this is not even funny at this point. Oh, God. I don't even know. I just really hate this feeling right now. So as you can see, I eventually managed to get the lashes off of my face, but it really took like 3 days of consistent massaging the lashes with olive oil. And that was a lot for me because, like I said, I wear contacts, so I was really concerned about the oil getting into my eyes, even the Vaseline, but it worked. I had to really just take my time because I was trying to preserve as many of my own lashes as I could, since I knew obviously this wasn't the way that they were supposed to be removed. But overall, please do not try this at home, y'all. Go to y'all lash tech and y'all pray for my eyelashes that they grow back. Oh gosh, I'm stressed.